Hello, it's Natalie here, the Dear Hairdresser, checking in with you with today's topic, which is something that I've been thinking about. So I think you've been thinking about it too, some of you at least, and that is nostalgia. Nostalgia is the memory of a time in your life or something that helps you remember a certain time in your life, something from the past. It's referred to often in like antiques, or I know pop culture, things like, an old Coke bottle might be a piece of nostalgia. Or if you smell, an old shampoo that you used to use, it might give you nostalgia for that time in your life. Anyways, quick lesson there. The reason that I'm talking about this is because it's been something that's been on my mind. And then I had 2 haircuts today and we talked about it with each of them, which could be the quality that I brought it up, but it isn't because they brought it up. And the things that we kind of expressed about that were how you might be remembering a time in your life, like if the memory didn't just come to you because of something, but that you're kind of longing for, a feeling that you used to have a long time ago. And the quality of that I think is interesting is how, even though you might attach that feeling to a specific person or a place or a smell, like that's the way our brain does things, that we attach memories to other parts so we can remember them. We got to find that channel there. But the question is it the feeling that you're missing or that space or that person? So a great example for me might be, and this is kind of what my customer was saying, that there was a place that she missed and she wanted to go back there and visit. And I was thinking, yeah, there's plenty of places that I would like to go back and visit, like when I used to go and visit California. And that's where I grew up and all of my friends lived there. And I dated someone that lived there for a little while. And so I would get to go and visit, and that was fun. That kind of connected me with that nostalgic feeling a little bit. And now I don't really have that as much anymore, because when I go there, life isn't really the same anymore. Most of my friends are doing other things. Their families are incredibly connected because they've been raising them together. And I've been up here doing my own thing. Even when I was dating that person down there, I didn't really hang out with my friends a lot. I wasn't doing things with them because they have all their family stuff happening. So when I think about going back to visit, I think I'm thinking of like a specific time and place. It's not just these people, it's not just that place, because that doesn't really exist anymore. So I always kind of joke with people when they're like, oh, I'd love to go back. My sister's classic for this, like, oh, I'd love to go back to, this time during this year. It's like, yeah, I wish we could find our time machine to do that. And I guess that's what nostalgia is, a little time machine for you. This must have been something that was on my mind though, and I can't even specifically tell you why. Probably just because I'm sorting through emotions, like I always am. Like I told you, maybe I've been being a little sensitive lately. But that just means to me that I'm still feeling and sorting things out for myself, and that works for me. But I wrote something earlier today, and when I'm writing, I feel like it's almost inspired. I'll just get like a little tune in my head or a couple little words that play together. Usually it's like maybe a little rhyme I'd heard, or like an old nursery rhyme, or just some kind of whatever. And so today I was playing around with this idea of broken pieces on the floor and like memories in the lost and found. And it kind of reminded me too how I got a note from the principal at Ginger School that the lost and found is riddled with coats and hats and things like that. And I'm wondering if those kids remember those things. Anyway, so I think those ideas were playing in my head. So let me see if I can remember what I wrote. I squared it away on my notepad. I think it was memories in the lost and found, broken pieces on the ground. I don't know, something like that. It wasn't a finished poem yet. I just wrote it down as inspiration. But that leads me to the opposite feeling of what I was saying. So yes, sorting emotions, having some nostalgia. It sounds like I'm not the only one. However, I have been trying to do some new things in my life. So yesterday, I had my first ukulele lesson. I wanted to learn an instrument. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I have music in my heart and in my head. I don't know where this is going to go or whatever. But with my first little lesson, I worked on getting my my calluses and working on my fingering, because it's actually really hard. And that's only 4 strings on a little ukulele. I had no idea how challenging it would be to do that. My teacher, though, one of my customers, we're going to do a little trade, and that's super exciting. Thank you so much, Denise. Told me that I'm her best student, but then she pointed out that I'm her only student. But I'll take it anyways. Okay, so I'm in between appointments right now, and I'm gonna eat some food. Thanks for checking in with me today. I hope that you're having a great day. If you're feeling nostalgic about something, I don't know, maybe like write down what you loved most about that time period, you know, or try and figure out if there's another thing that could make you feel that way. You know what makes me feel really good is, yeah, trying new things. Reflecting on things makes me feel good too. And working makes me feel good. And eating. Anyways, I'm out of here. Bye.